Hey y'all, Irix guy here. Now with the new year in full effect, probably trying to find ways to cut cost. You know, you got your monthly bills, you got things that may be non-essential, and one thing that comes to mind immediately is cable television, or not necessarily cable television, but whatever type of television you may use, high-speed internet, and wireless phone. Now in today's world, the internet and the wireless phone are both somewhat essential. The TV, not as much, because there's a lot of shows you can, using Hulu and services like that, you can stream an abundance of content. But what I found is how to, and keep in mind, I'm a very, very, very cheap person from the perspective that I keep track of everything. So I know that last year, that with my cable, with my TV provider, and I happen to use UVerse. So I've got UVerse high-speed internet, UVerse television, and then AT&T, which is, you know, the company that owns UVerse, AT&T wireless cell phone. I don't have the UVerse home phone because I really don't have any use for it. So what I did, I negotiated, I've been with them for a few years, and at the beginning of 2013, I negotiated a bundle deal that would reduce my monthly bill combined for internet, TV, and wireless phone. That would reduce that for a 12-month period for a significant amount. I forget how much, maybe it was 60 bucks or whatever. But looking at my reminders that I set within my iPhone, my AT&T wireless phone, reminders saying, hey, your special promotional offer is going to end in a few months. So, you know, I'm already doing my due diligence, and I'm calling AT&T and trying to nickel and dime them because I know they want to retain customers. So here's what I do, and it works. Now last year I was able to get, like I said, the entire bundle, TV, internet, and phone. This year, and this is exactly what I do, so I call the AT&T number, and I go to the cancel service. There's a cancel service option when you call. So you talk to them. Of course, you're very polite. How are you doing? How may I help you today? And then they'll say, well, do you want to terminate your service? And then you say, well, that's what I'm doing. I would like to because I feel that it's gone up. It's too expensive now. I can't justify the monthly cost. And immediately, they are likely going to come back and say, well, would you consider staying with us if we offer you bundle blah blah blah? And of course that's when you say, well, you know, what is the bundle? And if it's not good enough, say, well, you know, that's all right, but I can go with provider XYZ and they have a special 12-month or 14-month offer where I get it for X dollars less. Can you match that? Well, they'll say, let me see what I can do. And more than likely they're going to say they can, or they're going to come close. Now if they don't meet or exceed the competitor's offer, what I would then do is say, well, you know, I appreciate your help. May I speak with a supervisor, please? So that's an escalation, because what you're in essence doing, you're speaking with a representative that typically cannot, it would be frowned upon if they said no, or I can't do that, or if you pose the question, you challenge them in a polite way and say, well, what can you do? And they can't say no. So they may even volunteer to say, well, may I transfer you to my supervisor and see what they might be able to do? But if they don't offer that, then say, well, may I speak with your supervisor, please? So it's just a trick because these businesses, these service providers, television, wireless phone, internet, these service providers nowadays, most of them are bundling their products. And that brings up another good point. Say you've got, maybe you've got internet through provider A, and you've got telephone or wireless phone through provider B, and you've got television through provider C. So you've got all three of them through different providers. There's always often an incentive to bundle. So if you bring all of your stuff, your wireless, your TV, your internet, bring all of your services under one umbrella, whether it's AT&T, UVerse, Comcast, Xfinity, whatever the provider may be, they're often going to offer you an incentive, a sizable discount to bundle and switch all your services to them. So that's another thing to consider if you're not calling in because you already had all three of those services through a single provider. That's a good negotiating tactic if you didn't. And I was since I called in too early this year for them to have their new bundle offers published, I was still able to accomplish a minor victory. Now, what I was able to do, I was able to take a wireless phone bill, and I was able to not only, and keep in mind that wireless phone bill had a $10 or so a month credit that was set to expire within a few months. So I was getting $10 off, and then, that was going to expire. What I was able to do is get, without any sort of promo offer, I was able to get that wireless phone bill reduced by $20 a month. No expiration. This isn't a limited time, 12-month, 14-month, or whatever. And not only was I able to do that, but I was able to increase where I had the basic minute plan with rollover, because I'm really cheap. I was able to get unlimited calling, and I was able to get unlimited texting. So no more 200 a month text message minimum, not that I text a lot, and no more worrying, am I calling someone on the AT&T network? Because I know that's free and it doesn't count against my minutes. So that was, in my book, that was an epic win. Now sure, I got a call back within a month or so before, when hopefully they have their 2014 bundle promos published. But until then, I can enjoy that savings just from the wireless piece. So it never hurts to ask. It never hurts to call these numbers, because see, what they're banking on, what these providers are banking on, and it's not in a shady kind of way, but what they're banking on are people getting these 12-month, 14-month, 2-year special promo offer, thinking that they're not going to remember to check their bill. Maybe they have their bill sent to a credit card and they never monitor. So when that special promo period's up, then it jumps from, hypothetically, let's say $200 a month for all those services, and it jumps up to $350 a month. Not every person is the sharpest tool in the shed. So that's in their pocket an extra the provider's pocket an extra $150 a month from that subscriber, because they were negligent and they didn't pay close enough attention to their monthly bills to realize that, hey, their free promo period expired. And it's ridiculous. I mean, these cable, well, not just cable, but television, whatever it is, if it's delivered by way of cable or satellite or whatever, there are people out there that pay more for television, internet, and cell phone than most people pay for a car payment. So it's really sickening. So if you take my advice, and again, I'm just providing this for entertainment purposes only, I'm not an expert, it's just something that I like to share. But if you think about this, you may find ways in your own life to save money. Because even if it's only 10 or 20 bucks a month, 10 or 20 bucks a month, that's a steak dinner. That is going out and getting a steak and a couple of sides and maybe even a dessert. So think about it that way. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Share it with everyone you know. And subscribe to Irish Guy's Adventure channel to enjoy all my videos. It's youtube.com/Irish Guy. Y'all have a good day.